Hi, I'm Andrew Armstrong. Welcome to the back office. I'm gonna cut ya. No, I'm not. Not really. Not today. I have to admit, I feel like I've been phoning it in. All right. I'm not being as super productive, or I am being too productive, depending on how you look at it. I'm going to pan the camera around just to show you. I am crazy busy. I'm doing all sorts of stuff here. I've got resins, I've got electronics, I've got doodads, I'm making things, I'm doing all of that, and I'm trying to do a day job as well at the same time. So I have to admit, sorry guys, I've been overwhelmed a little bit. But I'm hoping to sort that out. I'm going to get back into the program and I'm going to get onto the big box of calculators and start fixing some calculators and calm things down. Maybe after I've learned how to do the resin casting so I can get you some PCBs that you've asked me for. But we'll work that out. We'll work out that. Now, in among all of this other stuff I've been doing, I have actually been sent some stuff and acquired some stuff. And something has just come in today. And it's like, okay, I could open the box and then just take out the thing and do the thing and enjoy it. Or I could film the box being opened and share it with you. So that's what I'm going to do today. So let's just do that now. So that is the box, the one that says Fragile. So that's clearly a foreign box. And it arrived by my Hermes, which, to be honest, used to be a bit of a lotto, whether or not something would arrive intact from my Hermes, or my Herpes as we used to rather inelegantly call them. So I'm really hoping that this one is going to be a reasonable condition when it actually arrives. So there we go. So it's a bunch of packing materials. And just say, there's a lot of packing materials against the side of the object, but the object itself is just butted up against the side of the box. So that's a minus 1,000 in terms of packing. So if you're going to pack, maybe put a bit of this either side of the object. That would probably help. The CD in a wire. Good. And I'm not really... Packing is a weird thing, isn't it? Because you want adequate packing, but in my line of work as a YouTuber, vlogger who gets sent stuff, it can be a bloody tedium because you've got a lot of stuff to deal with. So I'm going to turn the camera around now. Crappy. Actually, I just fell over a wire there. That was that would have been embarrassing if other people were here to see that, but they weren't. So I've got my objet. Now this objet, which I'm just going to tear open like the manly man I am. Can you guess what it is yet? It's something called a CB. And a CB was a computer from back in the day. Look at that. They've really gone overboard with the plug, alright? That's just silly. Anyway, it's in pretty good nick though. Look at this. I'm going to show it to you. Look at that. Ooh, it's pretty much kind of as I remember it. However, I don't recall the back of BBC Beers having this kind of gouged out slot being cut out. So I'm not really sure what used to be there, to be honest with you. I certainly remember as a kid not being able to look directly into the back of a BBC. So yeah, I might have to look at some pictures. But apart from that, it's pretty much as I remember them. In fact, it seems smaller. It seems smaller, but then I am smaller. I'm a smaller child, but sounds good. The keyboard is good. It's still got this plastic overlay bit, and it's still got this cover over the ZIF socket. On the back, though, you'll notice it has had an SD card mod in it, and allegedly, and until we do like a teardown, which may or may not happen if it just sort of works, it has been totally reworked in that it's been recapped in the power supply, capped in the ass, and it's had its all RGB things modded and all the little tweaks. So apparently this is a BBCB that's had all of the tweaks, so you can just get on and use it. But interestingly, I noticed that this SD card thing isn't in a drive slot, it's in a user port. So I don't know if there's been like some sort of firmware memory upgrade to go with that. But we'll see. I'm just looking at the keyboard. It looks a bit odd to me because I don't remember the this sort of vinyl here. I'm just going to try to hold it up. Do you see this sort of vinyl of the keyboard looks in a certain way? I don't know if that's been replaced. And I don't remember there being a little gap there where you can see one of the components on the board. So I'm going to say it's in pretty good condition. It looks nice and bright, and it certainly doesn't have any kind of horrible blotches and things, but I wouldn't say it's the best condition, because it does seem to be the case has some either damage or modification done to it. But maybe we won't worry about that, because the main idea of this is that I want my children to experience the power of the BBC and play some Chucky Egg. So I'm going to give that a go, and maybe in a future video we'll have a little teardown of it and see if we can see what happened to this, and sort of maybe validate the fact that the seller said they did all these things. I paid quite a lot more than you can normally get for this, because I just wanted it to work. Now, oh, also interesting, if you're a BBC aficionado, tell me about this. Did I kind of assumed they always came with these things, but it was a long time, and I was a youth when I was playing with the Beeb. It was probably, if you want to class it as my first or second computer. But maybe were these optional extras, or I certainly don't think they'd have left a hole like that. Maybe I'll fill in the hole and I'll do something with that. Stop the kids putting pens in there. So there you go. So that was my unboxing. I'm going to be trying to clear the decks, but soon winter will be upon us, and in winter time, of course, one spends a lot more time in the back orifice trying to keep warm, huddled up, and there's no better way to keep warm than soldering with the soldering iron. So please like, share, subscribe, click the little bell if you want to get notified of any future videos. And if you've got any comments on the BBCB or any other retro computer, please feel free to let them know. Chat to me on Twitter. As ever, guys, thank you for watching.